A good Thursday morning, Quad Cities. A busier day weather-wise we're expecting as we're going to track a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms. A look at the radar and satellite just a little bit after 7 o'clock this morning shows a lot of rain sitting over parts of Iowa. You've also got a complex of thunderstorms here in parts of northern Missouri. Now, the big question is how much of this holds together and how much of an impact that's going to have on renewed storm chances as we get into the afternoon. If this rain can make it in here, and it is scheduled to do so right between 8 and 10 o'clock this morning and hang around through at least the early afternoon, the threat for severe weather later today will be lower, and I'll show you how that's going to play out here in a second. All of this morning, though, we are under that threat track 1 out of 5, and then that will shift east by the afternoon. I think that's going to be more of a concern for this region here from Sterling Rock Falls, east of Kewaunee. Princeton, you'll be included on this for the new storm development that will take place as we go into this afternoon. So here's all the hazards today. Hail up to golf ball size, winds up to 60 miles an hour, and also can't rule out an isolated tornado, but I'm not expecting widespread severe weather. This is not going to be a repeat of what we saw a few weeks ago. This is a very low risk that we have, and it's very isolated today. So here's the warm front that lifts northward, and you see that complex of showers and storms working its way out of the west. That gets in here around the metro about 9, 10 o'clock or so. That works off to the east. It kind of fizzles out a little bit. The question is, do we get these little pockets of sunshine that develop into the early afternoon? If you notice, there's a period, maybe an hour or so worth of sun, then you kind of need to heighten your guard a little bit because that's where we start building in that storm energy for the cold front that'll be working in the early afternoon. And that's what will bubble up these scattered thunderstorms along the river by 2 o'clock or so. Those will push eastward, and you see they kind of ramp up a little bit in intensity. So that's why I'm pushing the severe weather threat to the Illinois side of the Quad Cities for the afternoon. But again, all of that is going to depend on if we can clear out some of the clouds and get a little bit of sun as that cold front is moving through. By 5 o'clock this evening, the storm threat is over, and actually quiet skies return for the whole weekend. Now this pattern coming up is going to be a little cooler. It's another little cold punch coming in. That means frost potential by the time we get to Sunday morning. So Saturday night, probably want to bring those potted plants inside because, yeah, it's going to get a little chilly. Same thing with Sunday night into Monday morning. In fact, I think that time frame has the better opportunity for more widespread frost taking back over the Quad Cities. This is what you want to see, by the way, with the Mississippi River expected to reach major flood stage next week. We don't want to see any heavy rainfall, and there is none in the forecast. We keep it dry all the way through next Thursday as temperatures moderate back into the 60s.